We are working our way through a series of devotions about Jesus. So far, we have talked about who he is and about what he said. We're now going to start to focus on what he did. Last week, I noted that Jesus, made the biggest claims that anyone could ever make, which sort of sets up this option. We either accept the claims that he's making about himself, or we don't. If we accept the claims he makes about himself, then that requires us to sort of reorder our lives, to think differently, to bow our knee and reflect his greatness, like his glory, his wonder. We are sort of compelled, if we say that he is God, to worship and to follow. Or we can say, no, I think that's not right, and move on. So my hope is that as we are unpacking, and what we have here are lots of different pieces of a puzzle, that as we put different pieces of the puzzle in, that the picture of who Jesus is, which then compels us down a certain path, I'm hoping that picture comes together. And so obviously that means all the different all the different pieces of the puzzle have to be put into the puzzle, and we can't leave any out. We can't just choose to say, well, yeah, he said that, but I know better than God about who God is. So, as I said, this week we're going to be focusing on the things that Jesus did. So I want to say two things about that by way of overview. First of all, Jesus did a lot of things. We're not going to focus on all of them, right? We're going to focus on his miracles. We're going to focus on his supernatural powers. These are just a piece of the things that he did. So he revealed God. He showed us what a perfect life looked like. He fulfilled prophecy. He loved people. He taught us to suffer. He sacrificed. He performed miracles. The list of what Jesus did is long. We're going to focus on the miracles. And the second thing that I want to say here by way of overview is that the big claims are going to be included in this. We're claiming that Jesus existed as God before time began, that he created all things, that nothing that has been created was created without going through him, that he did all this as a part of God's plan to restore us, to rescue us, and that this was an act of a profound humiliation, the Creator becoming part of the creation. The incarnation is massive beyond what we sort of today tend to appreciate. We say it's sort of like if we became an ant. Actually, far more humiliating than us becoming an ant. So all that's as backdrop as we are taking the pieces of who Jesus is, what he said, and now looking at what he did. So last week we were in John 8, that big magisterial passage that has the great I am quote, right, that set the Pharisees all hither. Today we're going to be moving on, or this week we're going to be moving on to John chapter 9. Have a good day.